So I'm starting this video where I left off after filming in neighbouring S'illot. We're going to take a quick look at Sa Coma at the end of the holiday season. I'm filming this in the middle of October, rolling on to the final weeks. Now, in my S'illot video, I did see that the glass bottom boat had just rolled in, and in fact, looking out to the water here, it's just heading on out to sea. The glass bottom boat trips are still running at this time of year when the weather is okay, but in the meantime, let's take a quick look at the water today. And oh my goodness me, check out Sa Coma Beach in October. Just looking to my left here, just as we enter Sa Coma from the direction of S'illot, we still have the little boat trip ticket offices as well. You can actually book these on my website. I'll drop a link to that in the description text below for next year. But look, we do have this lovely little point here, and the S'illot restaurant to my right hand side, which for a Sunday, and I appreciate it's a little bit hard to see because I'm filming into the sun, it is looking busy. Now, as one of the shopkeepers just said to me a little bit further back at the end of my S'illot video, the shops will be closing over here on the 31st of October, and that is going to be the end of the summer season over here in these resorts, over here in S'illot, over here in Sa Coma. But I will be back to take a look at some point, maybe at the beginning of 2026, at these resorts as well, to give you some more information for your holidays next year too. But in the meantime, I hope you are enjoying these wonderful views that we have from over here today. And no sooner has one glass bottom boat headed off around the bay, we see the Moonfish glass bottom boat coming around. Look, and considering this is the middle of October, it's absolutely packed with holidaymakers. There are loads of people on here, just absolutely loads of people. It's quite incredible. If you think this is the shoulder season and the quiet season, well, I'm not so sure actually. I would recommend, even at this time of year, getting your place, getting down here early to pick up these glass bottom boats. Look, packed with kids and families. So as the streams of holiday makers leave the Moonfish catamaran, I don't want to get caught up in that traffic, so let's head on down along the beach here and take a quick walk along the seafront. It is a beautiful day, like I've said. Let's see what else we can see happening over here in Sa Coma today. Something else to expect as well if you're coming over at this time of year, while the sun is just starting to dip now as we're rolling towards 4 p.m, your beach days won't be quite as long, so you're going to have a slightly shorter days over here. We've got a much earlier sunset time of around 7:30, 7:30ish. But look, on the far side of this beach here, we do have quite a build-up of seaweed, and while this obviously will not be cleared off the beaches now until the start of the 2026 summer season, this seaweed protects the beach, and it protects the sand and stops it from all blowing away. So obviously this side of the beach is pretty much empty, right where the jetty is, but not up the other side, and we're going to go and check that out now. A few sunbeds and beach umbrellas are free as well for this time of year, which is also nice to see. Kind of goes ahead with the chilled out vibe that we have over here in this resort. Also as well, you can just see on the sands the big pool of water which is left over from the storms that we had about 10 days ago at time of filming. We've got kind of a lake on the beach, but it's not going to be long before we start to see some of these sunbeds and beach umbrellas getting picked up. Anyway, let's keep on heading along. Oh my goodness, look, we've got a whole swathe of empty sunbeds here. Not very many take up from this side of the beach. And I do believe we've had some quite crazy pricing over here in Sa Coma for this summer. But look, we still have the beach bars open down here as well. Look, rolling on towards the end of the season. I'm outside the Mestral beach bar. And then of course we've got the huge hotels to my left hand side. You can see the Iberosol Cirel, We've got the Hip Hotels Mediterraneo coming up as well. But I love these October days. When we have nice weather in October, it is absolutely glorious over here in Mallorca, and it is one of the best times to visit. Last year I made so much content over here and all over the islands actually about holidaying in Mallorca, and well, the weather was very different unfortunately for the first part of October this year, and a little bit disappointing for many of you guys coming over. It is a hit and miss month if you do have a Mallorca holiday booked. Unfortunately, that weather forecast is getting increasingly difficult to forecast too. It's hard to know what it's going to be like tomorrow, let alone what it's going to be like in 2 weeks' time. But for now, we've got plenty of holiday makers and residents down here enjoying the beach in Sa Coma. Nice little areas of empty sand here, which is really good. It's not all sunbeds and beach umbrellas. And this walkway down here too is perfect, whether you're cycling down it, whether you do have mobility issues too. It's nice and wide and flat. Not surprisingly, we've got the green flags flying today. I'm wondering what the beach down here was like about a week ago. I can't see any lasting signs of damage on the beach though, apart from that huge lake a little bit further back. And look at this, you are spoilt for choice. If you like your huge holiday hotels, you've got them all over here in Sa Coma. You've got loads of choice down here. Check out a link to Google Maps in the description text below to get an idea of the location of some of these huge hotels as to where I am over here on the beach in Sa Coma. Just coming up to the little sports area here too. What else have we got down here in Sa Coma? Apart from quite a few people on the beach, obviously making up for the bad weather that we had last weekend. Unfortunately, many holiday makers had to go home. It's good to see though that they've got these awnings, these plastic screens that they pull down. They're called toldos here in Spain. So if it does get windy, you've got a little bit of shelter in the beach bars. And most of the restaurants, if you saw my video from over in Camp Picafort, you will see those out. It does get windy, it's still possible to come down to the beach because of course you do get ever so slightly mixed weather down here. And just coming down to my favourite area here in Sa Coma here, look, this lovely wild kind of like dune area. It's just so pretty. The turquoise seas and the dunes. Maybe this will be what Magaluf Beach will look like in the future. Who knows? Now I'm going to whip round the back of the resort. Keep on watching. I do have to head back to my car and head on down to Calabon and Calamilor, where I'm going to be filming a live stream right after making this video. I think this video here does make up for the rather grey live stream I filmed from over here a few weeks ago in September. Just to show you actually that when the sun does shine, just how absolutely beautiful it is down here. Have to do it justice. But looking to my left here, look at outside the Moai Beach Bar. It's busy down here, it's absolutely packed. Oh my goodness. It's absolutely packed down here too. It's very, very busy for October. I don't think anyone wants winter to be on its way over here, not judging by the amount of people we have down here on the beach. And just panning the camera around here as well, just to give you an idea of what it's like over here today. But as you know, the Ting Ting train, little land train, runs over in Calador. There's one up in Camp Picafort too, so I wonder why they've got rid of it over here in Sa Coma, because this is another huge resort. And while there are buses that do run down the back of the resort, it would be quite nice to have that land train. Don't forget though, just coming around the corner, we do have plenty of rentals here. We've got bike and scooter rentals here too, and buggy rentals. But it's not quite the same. Not everybody is able-bodied enough to rent these scooters or bikes, which is why the land train is so useful. Anyway, with the sun behind me, it's a little bit hard to see what it's like over in Sa Coma today in October. I'm just going to turn the camera back round. Look, everything pretty much is open over here. Everything from the Chinese got spa shops. Let's keep going along. A couple of places look like they've closed already, but importantly they do have the Britannia pub open down here. It's very much open. The lower cocktail bar is still open over here. And it's a really cool little shop with locally made products is also open. As I come up outside of the Marfil Playa, and look, just looking over towards the music bar, Sa Coma, that is also open. And we have some deals over here. Look, 2 cocktails for €10, Sex on the Beach in the Blue Lagoon. I remember when this got done out a few summers ago. And we're just walking down the road that runs parallel to the beach, heading on the route back to S'illot. You may remember as well with my videos from maybe the beginning of the season over last winter, they installed these electrical car power chargers here. Have they had very much take up? Well, I can only see one car parked in the space here. And just to bear in mind as well, if you do park in these spaces and you don't have an electric car, you can face a €200 fine, I do believe. But this car here looks like it's getting powered up. They're just coming down along the back here. Look, got the arcade zone. The Jungle Bar is closed. Got supermarkets, a little shopping centre. You can see I've just come outside the entrance here of the Hip Hotels and Mediterranean Club. And we're going to keep walking down because I don't think I've actually walked down through this far side of Sa Coma this year. Just to give you a better idea of what it's like, we've got Bobby's bar open, we've got another little shopping centre a little bit further up too. And across the way, look, we've got the Pogue Mahone. I know you Irish viewers are going to be laughing at the name of that. There's a translation in there somewhere. But I can hear they've got some sport playing too. Anyway, come on, let's keep heading along. Very conscious of the time here. But look, running right really parallel here to the seafront. This is where you're going to find the majority of the shops and the other bars over here in Sa Coma. And well, it is actually really good to see. Looking a little bit further up here, look, more shops. Got a pizza and kebab shop and the Bolanzo Beach Club. I've never heard of that before actually, but look, you can just see the sea here from right in front of me. And a little bit further up this main road here, that there's a TIB bus stop, one across the road too, running in the direction of S'illot and Porto Cristo, and towards Calamilor and Calabona in this direction of the pavement I'm on here, which is also really good to see too. And a little bit further up, and I've never shown this before, look, we've got the CM Mallorca Palace Hotel. Looking on around too, I'm at the entrance of the, let's take a look, the Hip Hotels Mediterranean. I feel like I've been walking past that for ages. It is a huge complex there. Anyway everyone, we are now leaving Sa Coma, more or less. At which point I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I'm off to Calamilor and Calabona. To my right hand side I can see another shopping centre. There is plenty around here if you do like your beach, your package holidays. There's a gym up the road as well I can just see too, and the pharmacy to my left hand side. It is closed on a Sunday though. Anyway, I will drop a couple of other helpful videos on the channel here to help you out with your holiday. In the meantime, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget you can find me on the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.